Dímelo, mi gente, what up? It's your boy Gus from Gus Villa Jewelry, back with another Q&A Fridays. You guys already know the deal. I put up a post on Instagram. I asked you to ask me any sort of question you would like to know, and I'm here to answer those today. Today's episode is jam-packed. We got questions like, what's the difference between rhodium and palladium? And also, with slashing diamond prices, am I gonna be giving out those discounts to consumers? Stay tuned till the very end. And of course, if you're interested in a watch, custom piece, Cuban link chain, Figaro chains, Franco chains, whatever the hell you want, visit GusVillaJewelry.com. Without further ado, Benjamin, hit me with the intro music.
Gus Villa Jewelry.
Question number one comes from H_Losadas17. Is it worth it melting your 10 karat to bring it up to 24 karat and making it 18K? Or just sell the 10K and buy 18K? It just depends on how fast in a rush you are to make that piece, how much patience you have. And let me explain to you what I'm talking about. Number one, you can easily just sell the 10 karat to anyone at melt value, which is a certain percentage off the total value of 10 karat. That is if you're in a slight rush, you want to get the piece done, you don't want to go through the whole hassle of selling it yourself. In this particular case, you're going to get less money for it because you're just going to get market value plus a couple of percentages off because they have to melt it down and there's loss during that process. And then you just trade it up to 18 karat. That's option number one. Option number two is the slower way, where you grab the jewelry and you sell it yourself. Now, what are the benefits of this? You don't have to sell it at any percentage lower than the market value. You can give someone a crazy deal by just telling them, hey, give me the worth in gold. Or you could even sell it as an actual jewelry piece at retail value, and you're able to recuperate a lot more money. The only cons of that, of course, is you have to wait for that customer to come by and want that piece in particular, or you got to stand outside in a shady gas station because you met someone on Facebook Marketplace, and now you got to do that transaction kind of,
what in fuck's name are you doing?
Me? Just hanging around.
Those are kind of the benefits of it. Those are the cons of it. You make that decision on which one you want. That's a great question, though. Question number two comes from Jarnold80s. He wants to know, do you make any of your jewelry now, or are you more of just the face of GVJ? That's a bit of an intrusive question, sir. Next question.
Psych!
I don't make the jewelry like I used to. When I first started off in this game, I didn't even know about jewelry to begin with. All I knew is that I loved it, I had a true passion for watches, and I wanted to eventually get into the jewelry business. I had a business partner that I met up with because I knew how to do marketing. He taught me how to do jewelry. We joined forces and we created a different company that a lot of you guys know me by. I've since left about 3 years ago now. Back then, I was doing the jewelry myself. And even in the beginning of starting GVJ, I was doing the jewelry myself. Nowadays, I have two of my really, really good top guys supervise the entire operation. They know how I like it. Everything has to be a particular way. I do make them every once in a while. Sometimes I gotta, you know what I'm saying, take the jacket off and step out of retirement. However, nowadays, most of the chains are made by my guys. They make sure that everything is perfect and that every single one of your chains are made with the GVJ stamp of approval. At the end of the day, you're still purchasing the GVJ brand. And of course, I'm supervising everything that goes on in my own company and my own shop and making sure that it does come 100% quality. Question number three comes from Mandos. Rhodium versus palladium dipping for silver. What is the difference do you recommend? If you like silver and you don't like the maintenance that comes with it, as in tarnishing and reacting a little bit to the sulfur, you can do what's called a dip. A dip is either gonna be with rhodium or palladium. The real differences are in the appearance and the overall price of it. Appearance-wise, rhodium has more of a whitish finish. It doesn't shine any more than palladium because ultimately the silver is what's under there and that's what really shines. Silver itself is very white and it's very bright when it's polished correctly. However, it loses its shine relatively quick. And so the rhodium is gonna maintain that, but it does have a bit of a whitish finish. Palladium is a bit darker. It looks more of a gunmetal, almost like blackish shine to it. Ultimately, what it really boils down to is the price. Rhodium is much more expensive. Palladium is a little bit cheaper. It's up to personal preference and of course your budget. Many people give it a coat of palladium before and then they put the rhodium on top. So the difference in prices can vary a lot. Say as an example, it's a 10 millimeter 24-inch chain in silver. To kind of put it into perspective, a palladium would cost you anywhere from about $285 to $300. In rhodium, you're talking about $355 to $385. Just depends on what the ounces are trading at the time. To recap, it's price point and it's also look. You guys decide which one you want. Question number 4 comes from JC4715. Wants to know, does Gus Villa make gold Figaro chains? The answer is yes, we do. Last week's Q&A Fridays, unfortunately, I made a mistake and said that going to be available on the website starting today.
Got him! Got him!
They're actually coming out this Friday. So by the time you click on the website today, you will see the Figaro chains and you can place your order for them in both silver and in gold. Guys, this is just the tip of the iceberg of what is to come with Gus Villa Jewelry. There are a lot of big things coming to that website. It is almost finished. I know I've been saying that for the past 3 weeks, but I promise you it is almost finished. You will be able to purchase watches, different types of chains, pendants, etc. The Figaro chains are live on the website. You can place your order. As always, it's 15 days. If you do have to wait more, we will call you and let you know, or you can call us and ask for an order update. If you even want to speak to me, you could say, hey, can I please speak to Gus? And you can get a hold of me too. I am not unattainable. We are here to answer your questions. Next question. Question number 5 and the final question, which is an absolute doozy. Angelo Trujillo 6158. So with the price of diamonds getting cheaper, do you accommodate for fluctuations, or is 10% enough to even pass on to the savings of the customer? Yes, if the prices of diamonds go down, which they have, those prices get obviously sent off to you guys. And now if you don't believe me, then I will be out of business, because if I don't drop the prices, everyone else does drop the prices, and therefore you no longer are competitive. So eventually in any single market, if prices go down on the supply, people also have to drop their prices. Are there a bunch of shady jewelers out there that aren't going to do that? Yes, but they're going to quickly be run out of business because us honest jewelers are going to drop those prices and they're no longer going to be competitive. Most jewelers are going to make their money on the labor and the retail value of the stones. I don't understand why there's so much backlash from jewelers not wanting to sell lab diamonds or CVD or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. Make your money on the retail, make your money on the actual labor, and just be truthful about it. You don't have to keep perpetuating this diamond lie like I'm a better jeweler because I only sell natural diamonds. Who cares? Times are changing, and if you don't get with the times, you will get left behind. Moissanite and lab diamonds are coming, and unless you do something about it, that train is gonna miss you guys out. And I'm not talking about just the consumers, I'm talking to jewelers directly. So yes, if the diamonds go down, I pass that savings on to you. It's the right thing to do. There are a couple of bad apples in this business, but most of us are truthful and most of us do the right thing. That about does it for another Q&A Fridays. I love this segment. I've thought about this with my really good editor, Ben. He's the guy editing these videos. Should we continue doing them? We interrupt this long-winded video to let you guys know that we have actually come up with a decision. Ben and I have suspended Q&A Fridays. We're only going to be doing it temporarily to bring you guys more types of content that are going to help this channel grow, more stuff that's going to be a little bit more interesting. We know you guys love the Q&A Fridays and we really love making them, but the reality is it's mostly for the same type of people, and we want to get some new eyeballs on the actual channel. So we're going to make more interesting content. We are bringing it back, but it is going to be a little bit before we do that. Either way, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really sorry for those that are hardcore Q&A lovers, but it's just something that we kind of have to do. Anyway, thank you guys. Please subscribe and share. It's gonna help the channel out a lot so that we can continue pumping out content for you guys. There's gonna be a lot of change in the way we do actual content, more reality style content, so you can see the day in and day out of how this operation works. So we love you guys. Stay tuned and subscribe. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Holla at me.